Alright, welcome back to the F-18, Freewing F-18, little mod series here. We're doing some stuff. Remember the last one we did some intake modifications. Well, I just stripped the old crash bird down. These are the splitters I was talking about. I'll show you how I'm going to glue those on. And here's the rest of the usable parts. The separated gear doors were in perfect shape, so I'm going to clean the hinges up and put those on this one. And yeah, there was some useful parts. The gear pretty much okay. One of the gear bodies was broken, but the rest of the strut and everything else is all right. So, anywho, we're gonna get these here struts on, or these splitters. It's just a piece of carbon fiber, like a one-layer piece of carbon. This is like a tab. I put a slot right here. So you glue that in, then you glue this little standoff to the fuselage. It's just Depron, and then it'll hold the curve, and then yeah, looks pretty cool. It's better than foam, and you get a little bit of airflow through here. Although looking at the ducting pinches down pretty good about here, so because of the landing gear and stuff. So I'm probably gonna leave the cheater open. I'm gonna do a little more experimenting. I might try it closed off again tomorrow. I did not like the tail cone reducers at all, so I got rid of those. I'm going to take it out tomorrow and do a few more flights with it covered up, see if I like it. There'll be some minor gains by actually not just covering it, but making it smooth on the inside of the fan, because with this just covered up, it's kind of a weird spot right in front of the fan, so that's not really helping anything per se. So anyways, let's get these splitters glued on. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Alright, so what I've done here is I've used 5-minute epoxy to glue in the splitter here. I didn't glue both at the same time, the top and the bottom, because I wanted to be able to stay vertical right here, so that way when I glue it to here, it'll have the right curve in it. So yeah, pretty simple. Just glue these puppies down, and that'll be that. And then these are the gear doors off of my first F-18. So it's just a stock gear door, cut in half. A couple of Dubro hinges I'll show you on this side. I glued a little piece of a servo arm right here, I think. I don't have the spring on it yet, because I wanted to be able to show you guys. But yeah, it works pretty well actually. So just closes, and you need to adjust it a little bit, but yeah, it works pretty sweet. So yeah, it's just couple of Dubro hinges on here. And you just put a little slot right here in the corner of each corner. Slide the hinges in there, a little bit of glue, good to go. Actually pretty simple, and I'm glad those weren't broke, because it makes this job a little bit easier. Seriously, just took me like 5 minutes to set these up. So once I glue the hinges in, I'll put the springs in them and give them a couple of test runs, but they should be good to go. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. You can't just use the stock struts and tires with the double doors, at least the way I have them set up. What happens is the tire hits this. So I just took the struts and the tires off of my old F-18. These are Robart 2 1/4. I liked them because they were fat. Like the real ones are real wide tires, kind of like a low profile. A little small, but they're all right. So the one thing I did to these struts was I extended them so they hang out farther, and then softened the springs so that when it sits in the ground, it's compressed. So it's a little more like a real one, but you need the longer strut to get the tire past all this, and it barely slides in here, and I had forgotten all about that, but works pretty good. Gotta love that Freewing retractor. Pretty sweet. So there it is. That'll work. So I got the splitters on. They should be dry, so let's pull this tape off. Sweet. Okay, so now you can see how this works. It's just a little piece of Depron, and the air goes right behind the splitter and into the duct. So it looks like it has a splitter. Oh, excuse me. but the air will still flow behind it and give it a little more inlet area. So we'll play around with the cheater hole again tomorrow. Put some tape, try it again. Like I said, I didn't notice really any difference in performance, but I just want to make sure. So I'm gonna try it again. If I really don't see anything noticeable, I'll do a couple of flights, experiment with some low speed stuff too, and maybe I'll take the cheater out. I really don't like the cheaters flying off of dirt because these fans just get hammered. So anywho, hope you guys like the mods, and I got my friend Justin 3D printed some hubcaps for me, some scale hubcaps. I actually took these off and put them on my F14, which is now gone. So he made me some new ones. So we're good to go there. And yep, we're gonna get those puppies this weekend, and I'm gonna pick a paint scheme. Still don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So Blue Angels, low vis, make something up. I don't know. We'll see. Hope you guys liked it, and we'll see you in the next one.